NATO rolls out Arctic Sentry to soothe Trump over Greenland ambitions. Brussels. NATO has launched a new Arctic Sentry operation that many analysts view as a political move aimed at calming President Donald Trump's recent interest in Greenland rather than a response to a genuine security threat. The alliance is expanding its Arctic activity ahead of a defense ministers' summit, but insiders say the initiative is largely symbolic, designed to reassure Washington that NATO is taking the High North seriously after Trump's threatened annexation of Greenland earlier this year. The move follows a public first poll showing a majority of citizens in the United States, Canada, France, the United Kingdom, and Germany believing Trump's Greenland push was driven by resource grabs and a desire for greater U.S. control of the Arctic, not by Russian or Chinese aggression. NATO officials stress that the mission will integrate existing exercises, such as the Danish-led Arctic Endurance, under the NATO Joint Command in Virginia, and may eventually involve aircraft, maritime patrols, and a permanent command structure. However, experts like Carsten Friis of the Norwegian Institute of International Affairs argue the effort is a rebranding of routine activity and will be costly if it involves deploying troops and equipment to Greenland. They point out that the United States already has the capability to defend the region, with rapid deployment forces and a well-established ice exercise program. While Moscow's expanding icebreaker fleet and hypersonic missiles are often cited as potential threats, analysts note that the strategic balance has not shifted dramatically since the Cold War. Russian submarines remain the primary concern, but NATO's superior naval and aerial assets, combined with recent procurement of Boeing P-8 patrol aircraft by Norway, Germany, Denmark, and the United Kingdom, keep the alliance well-positioned. Some NATO diplomats suggest the mission could serve as an early warning signal to both Russia and China, especially if Greenland were ever to seek independence and exit NATO. Yet, critics warn that a permanent Arctic presence could be risky, placing NATO vessels in harsh environments close to Russian territory with limited support infrastructure. The United States maintains a modest force at the Pitofik Space Base, and both Denmark and Greenland have signaled openness to increased U.S. activity under current agreements, but further troop deployments would be expensive and arguably unnecessary. Rose Gottemoeller, former NATO Deputy Secretary General, cautions that permanent deployments are not justified by the current threat environment. Still, some allies argue that the political cost of appearing indifferent to Trump's demands could outweigh the financial burden, suggesting that limited joint exercises and a symbolic presence